Hi, it's Dave Lawrence, designer of Bodoni Palazzo. I am excited to show you what this amazing font can do in this tour. Let's get started.
Friend of me, any me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me.
Okay, so first up on the tour, Palazzo only has one style, so that's a little bit weird. Even we have another family, which is this Bodoni Ferrara that I have on top here. This one has 50 different styles, 5 optical sizes, and 5 weights. What is happening here? So let's first look at how Bodoni Ferrara balances beauty, but also legibility. So one thing that you're going to notice is that the essential strokes, such as this here or this here, they are about the same thickness as the non-essential, which are these serifs here. If you want to make it more legible at a smaller size, you cannot just resize it because these will start to fade. So what you have to do is you have to make the essential strokes thicker, but then you also have to make the non-essential, the decorative serif strokes, those have to be thicker as well because that's the strategy of this font. So you can see why Bodoni Ferrara has many different sizes. Now let's take a look at the strategy of Bodoni Palazzo. If you look at this part, the essential strokes of the A and the N, they're about the same thickness as the Bodoni Ferrara, the origin, but if you look here at the tips of each of these, that tip is about the same thickness as the other one. So by having the non-essential strokes and the essential strokes at different thicknesses, this can be displayed at many sizes, so that's why I made only one font of these. These two fonts give you a little bit of a different result. If you want something that looks a little bit more elegant at each size, then something like Bodoni Ferrara is going to work, but it does require more different fonts in order to get it to look good at all those different sizes. If you want something that's a little bit more versatile, but it's not going to quite look as elegant at each size, then Bodoni Palazzo works really well because he's only one font, but he can be fairly small and pretty big without hurting the look too much. Okay, in this last section, we are going to take a look at some of the new features that this second version of Palazzo has in it. So originally, I did not want to have small caps in Palazzo. Everything was uppercase. Everything was uppercase. And there was a reason that I did that, because of this one mistake that I really didn't like. If we take a look at my screen here, you can see it right here. And that is this mixed case when you have uppercase mixed with small caps. I want to show you some of my pictures from my rare books rooms so you can just see a little bit about that. Okay, one of my 2019 trips. Okay, so let's find it. Okay, let's look at the titles here. So this is from one of the masterworks of printed books, which is Bodoni's Homer. And notice that on every line, the caps are the same size. He only changes sizes from between lines, but not within the same line. He doesn't change any sizes, okay? But there are some places where Bodoni does change the size. And notice where this is. This is inside within the body text. And that's because it's going to be matching the capitalization of the other things here. So that's why he has it like that. So with Palazzo, 9 times out of 10, you're probably not going to want to mix it like this. So that's something to avoid. Okay, so now if they're being used from one line to another line, let's see what that would look like. So if I say have this on one line, and they have this on another line, this is just way too different here. The serifs get really thin here, and things are just not matching. So what we want to do is let's bring this up a couple notches to about 70%. These still don't all the way match because of how it looks right there. But it's within the realm of this is okay. So you don't really want to go underneath 70% for the small caps when they're on a different line. So now let's talk about another new feature in it, which are the numbers, and getting the numbers to match better. So I added, in this version of Palazzo, I added lining figures because I wanted to get this at the same height. So you can turn those on by going, actually, you'd have to go over to change this to proportional lining, and then that's going to move those up. Notice that this punctuation goes with the uppercase, not the small caps. So if you want to get the punctuation moving down, you have to click this, and we change it to small caps. That's going to move the numbers down, and move this over here. Okay, so I hope that you have enjoyed this tour. It was fun for me to make this font, and then last year when I reworked all the different caps, I reworked all the spacing, I did a bunch of stuff for this font. I hope you enjoy it and enjoy using it.
Friend of me, enemy. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me.